Rick says, "Hey, Merry Christmas to all of you, and thanks so much for your help. I've seen Fiverr gigs for submissions of content to document and file sharing sites like Scribd, docstoc, Box, and Mediafire. Is this a useful tactic?" Yeah, that's one of the tactics that have been around since the dawn of SEO. Doc sharing sites, yeah, it's still useful. Just be careful with what you're doing, as far as links within the PDFs and things like that. But yeah, it's absolutely so useful. And some of those properties are really, really, really high, authority type sites.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I would use it as a tier 2 still, because usually these Fiverr gigs, they will use all the same account, so your doc will be sharing links with go to know what. But
God knows what, right?
yeah, so I would still use it as a tier 2, or to push links use in maybe an internal page of an IFTTT network properties like that.
Or even link to your semantic hubs on tier 1.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You could do that as well, which, again, like your Google Plus About page, or your Gravatar page, or About.me, anything like that, where you got a list of links that are pointing to your other tier 1 properties, your other branded properties. That's a good place to point stuff like that. And then you can spam those, the actual PDF files.
Yep.
So, how does this compare to RYS tactics? Is this a good complement? Well, we kind of do something like that in RYS, right? We just use Google Drive files with PDFs, and that's absolutely part of one of the methods in there, one of the modules, right? And we, by the way, we do that inside of the IFTTT networks, guys. Remember, we're using Google Drive and what's the other one? The Microsoft OneNote. Yeah, Microsoft OneNote. And so whenever you set up your IFTTT networks and you upload a video or stream a video to your channel and it syndicates, or you publish a blog post and it syndicates, it's going to create a Word doc or a document that goes automatically to Google Drive and to OneNote with links. Right? And so those are tier 1 properties. So you're doing what you're talking about here. As Hernan said, I totally agree. Fiverr gigs suck for SEO, guys, unless you're doing it strictly for spamming. I don't use Fiverr for SEO stuff unless you're doing it like on a churn and burn strategy, or even sometimes for YouTube videos. But even then, I don't like to do that. If I'm doing Fiverr gigs for YouTube videos, it's stuff like retweets, because those are social embeds. I don't really do any sort of link building through Fiverr at all, ever. I haven't done that for 2 years. At least 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's because, like Hernan said, you got to figure, guys, you pay $5, or maybe it's $5.50 now per gig, but the provider only gets what, $4?
Yeah, $4.
And so they're selling the same service to dozens and even hundreds of people, and it's a massive footprint. So I keep that shit far away from my money sites and anything that I care about.
And
Okay.
I would also add, without going too deeply into RYS tactics here, that what we do is way different from what these people are doing in Fiverr gigs.
Oh, yeah.
Because we actually show how to manipulate the title, the description on the document, how to fill it with keywords, where to do it, how to build the spiderweb silo inside the Drive folder. And yeah, you could then take those documents and then submit them to these file sharing sites. You could do that, but they would need to have all of the components that we add inside RYS for them to be that much more effective, and then to bring juice back into the RYS folder.
Yeah, like metadata and NAP and all the stuff that we do.
All of that, stacked iframes, you name it.
Next